Okay, let's cut right to the chase. I am making a visual novel. A doom-deary, dog girl, punk, toxic lesbian visual novel. So in this video, I'm basically just gonna explain the gist of it and like what I have down so far for those curious. I guess it's mostly just so that if people ask what it's about, I don't have to like explain it every time. I can just send them this video, so I don't have to do anything. So the table of contents for this video is first I'll go over the main plot, then I'll go over Cinnamon's character, which is the main character, then Rowan's character, then more characters, then what I hope it'll be. Then the original soundtrack, then art, then script and storyboarding, then coding, and then finally release info. Alright, so before I get started, I just want to say that some of my biggest inspirations are Sally Face, Pinky and Pepper Forever, Life is Strange, Night in the Woods, Wet Moon by Sophie Campbell, and Sonic Youth's entire discography. Okay, into explaining the story. I already recorded this audio once, but then it was freaking bad, so I'm recording the whole thing again. Whatever, I don't care. So, it takes place in 2008 at a cute, artsy little town on the outskirts of a big city. I don't know the name of the town yet, but I'll figure out a clever name, just trust me. The plot follows Cinnamon. She's the main character, and she's who I'm drawing on the screen right now. She's an anthropomorphic Cocker Spaniel girl who attends the art school at the town. Basically, she's got a lot of mental problems, and she's really unhappy with her life at the moment. She feels like her life is going nowhere, and she just has like this chronic feeling of emptiness and sadness. She's really depressed. But she wants to be happy, and she wants something to break that cycle. Well, her life would eventually turn upside down when she meets Rowan at the local punk show. Guys, I know that the audio is cutting in and out every once in a while. I know it's bad, but I can't do anything about it. Just leave me alone. I can't do anything about it. I tried, but I can't figure it out. Cinnamon and Rowan's first interaction is quick, but it's enough to make Cinnamon addicted to the feeling that she gets when she's in Rowan's proximity. It's like a sick sense of euphoria, an escape from her current, everyday, mundane life. Cinnamon spends every moment from that point on thinking about and obsessing over Rowan. Initially, when they get closer, everything is good, everything's great. Cinnamon finally has something to look forward to each day, and the euphoric high she gets every time she's with Rowan, but the relationship isn't good. Who knew? The closer they get, strange, unexplainable, horrible things happen to themselves and people around them, also things. But yeah, this includes themselves, so Cinnamon begins to rely on Rowan too much, which takes a toll on Rowan mentally and physically. But whenever Rowan pushes back, it's bad, because Cinnamon comes crashing down really hard anytime they're apart. So that's the relationship dynamic. There will be multiple endings and multiple choices, so there's lots of stuff I can do with this. Hopefully there's some horrible, tragic endings. There's gonna be horrible, tragic endings, and hopefully there's gonna be some endings that aren't so bad. There's gonna be lots of parties, lots of sunsets, lots of concerts, lots of art, lots of hangouts, lots of fun things. I hope I can make and develop every character's story well, and I can make them really lovable and stuff. Guys, it's really hard to record for like long distances of time, like your voice. My mouth is just filling up with saliva. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. Okay, our main character, our main girl, Cinnamon. Okay, I love this character. I love her. She comes from a not very good family situation and some broken relationships in the past. I'll use environmental storytelling and stuff for you to find out more about her. But anyways, she's living with her roommate and attending art school. She's lost in her life, and I guess she kind of feels like her life is going nowhere. She has really good sense of humor about everything, despite her negativity. She's very introspective, but she also doesn't take herself too seriously. She likes to joke around with herself. The obsessive side of her personality really shows when she starts to hang out with Rowan. She doesn't ever want to let go of this feeling that she gets when she's with Rowan, so it leads her to become kind of unintentionally manipulative at sometimes. Like she's very smart despite all the drugs she be smoking. She has big mood swings. She'll be happy and having a nice time, and then in the blink of an eye, she'll be full on freaking, like, panic attacking on the floor. She has lots of terrible nightmares, and when she looks herself in the mirror, sometimes she doesn't see herself. She sees the monster she's become. Oh yeah, she also vomits a lot. She's not all bad, though. I mean, she's really funny and smart and creative. She doesn't know why she's drawn to Rowan, but basically she gets addicted to the feeling that Rowan gives her. Okay, now into the Rowan's character section. She is the main love interest of the story. Rowan's a student at the same art school that Cinnamon goes to. She works with textiles and fashion design, as she's an aspiring fashion designer. She's an anthropomorphic Shih Tzu. She's a really abrasive character. She's not afraid to speak her mind and give people shit when they deserve it. She's really charismatic, and it isn't hard to see why Cinnamon would be obsessed with her. She has a lot of friends, but doesn't keep many because of her personality, but she also doesn't really gaff. When it comes to Cinnamon, Rowan's initially drawn to her because she's kind of strange and weird and mysterious. Then as she grows closer, she realizes she can't really be mean and straightforward with Cinnamon the way she is to others. She just doesn't have it in her. She grows close to Cinnamon after she gets more vulnerable with her and stuff. She's also the sensible one that tries to pull away when she realizes the relationship is bad for them. More characters section. There's going to be a lot more characters as well that I need to figure out. One is Cinnamon's roommate. She's kind of like a mom friend. She's really nice and she's always there for Cinnamon, but because of Cinnamon's self-esteem, she assumes that the roommate and all of her other friends actually hate her, so she pulls back a lot. When Cinnamon is deep in her Rowan obsession and closing herself away from everyone, the roommate is really the one to stand up and take action. By the way, this is the concept design I have for the roommate. It's probably gonna look a lot different because this is just concept, but just, whatever. In one ending, she could be like a hero kind of character. Cinnamon's gonna have like a band with a bunch of characters. There will be lots of background characters at like parties and coffee shops and in the art school. I really want Rowan to have a sort of best friend that she hung out with, but kind of gets replaced by Cinnamon. Yeah, there's so many background characters that I could have. I mostly want it to just be my own designs and OCs, but I'll take recommendations and ideas. Oh, one more thing. I feel like I want all of my characters in my universe to be just cats and dogs, or at least just like canines and felines, because it just makes some stuff a lot less complicated. And also my main characters are all either cats or dogs. I just find it easy to draw and easy to figure out.
My hopes for this project.
Well, first of all, I hope that I actually manage to finish it and manage to make something out of myself and make something out of it. I'm sure I will. I don't really care about how much attention it gets, and I guess money would be nice, but I don't care much. I mean, it'll probably be free. I'm really just making this as a passion project just to fool around and see what I can do. I really want to bring my characters to life and have a universe of my own that other people can enjoy if they want. Also, when I was scrolling for lesbian furry games, there was like nothing at all, so I'm like, fine, I'll do it myself, like, okay. But I hope it's really emotional and cool experience with really nice art and really nice music. It's really ambient and you're invested in the story and you're invested in the characters and you want to know what happens next and where Cinnamon ends up. But yeah, overall, it's like I'm creating this game for the punks, the lesbians, the furries, the dog girls, anyone, but mostly just for myself and for my friends. It would be nice to have like a huge fandom and have people talking about it and getting all this fan art, but I really don't expect it to, and it's fine if it doesn't. I don't even know if it's going to be all that. One of my huge fears is that I'm going to have all these characters and this whole story, and then I'm just going to straight up not going to be able to code it. But I've coded and I've programmed before, so like, don't even worry, bro. It's fine. I'll be able to do it. The music section. So, an original soundtrack. Luckily, I have my beautiful music maker friend Millie that plays bass and guitar and makes electronic music to cook up some fire beats. I also play drums and guitar, so I can contribute. I'm really inspired by Sonic Youth's noise music. Anything off the album Evil or The Destroyed Room. I love, love, love all of Steve Gabry's music in Sally Face. The Night in the Woods soundtrack is also amazing. I mean, I have a whole playlist of songs that are inspired for this visual novel, but yeah, hopefully it'll be really cool and add a lot to the game. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it'll be so fired. Don't even worry. The art section. Yeah, I'm gonna do all the art. Me, Junie Slap One. I will draw all the sprites and characters and backgrounds. If you're on this video, you've probably seen lots of my art in this video, but here's some more. I'll have a lot of backgrounds. I have many ideas for backgrounds and art and stuff, and I hope it's not like too much for me to draw. Whatever. That's another day's problem. Not much else to say. Hopefully I improve art a ton during this experience. Yep. Storyboarding. For the most part, I think there's going to be 3 acts. Act 1 is the exposition and sort of the early stages before and after Cinnamon and Rowan meet. Act 2 is the crux of their relationship, kind of exploring it, developing it. Act 3 is where everything will go to shite. So, yeah. I have Act 1 pretty much sequenced out and done. I have ideas for Act 2 and Act 3, but I haven't pieced it all together yet. And I've also started writing some of the official script for Act 1 at this point as well. Don't worry. Coding. I'll write the coding section. So as far as coding goes, it's one of the last things that comes into play because I need to have art and a full script beforehand. I don't think you should expect anything phenomenal, gameplay-wise. It is a visual novel after all. I'm not sure if I want to incorporate any mini games or anything like that because I just don't know if I want to do all that. But there's 100% going to be choices and probably a lot of point-and-click stuff too. I told you one of my fears is that I'll have this awesome story and art and everything all ready to go, and then bada bing bada boom, the coding and the game mechanics and GUI is all going to be jack shit. But not so. That can't be the case. I won't let that happen. I have the coding experience anyways. Okay, release info. So, will it cost money? My answer is probably not. If I finish it and decide, goddamn, this is really good, and I think people would pay for it, then maybe, but most likely not, because it's just a passion project, let's be honest. I would release just on itch.io. In terms of dates, it's really hard for me to try and scope out how long a project like this will take, so I don't know. The closer I get, the more solid the deadline will be, but for now, I just have my sights set on finishing before summer, or at least to finish during summer. It's a lot of pressure to put on myself, and I'm only one guy, even though I do have my lovely little gang here with me through it all. So I hope you know I could probably talk about this for hours, but I'm gonna shut the hell up for now. This visual novel name, I'm not sure yet, but my friend Felix once said the name The End of Autumn, which I like a lot, and I think it sounds cool, so that'll be the placeholder for now. The End of Autumn. Anyways, please wish me luck on my indie game developer journey lifestyle. I really hope that you will want to see where Cinnamon and Rowan's story go. Comment down below anything you want, okay? Don't forget to like and smash that button and subscribe, okay? Bye.